What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Kurt Rambis here from LA Lakers legacy fame, or so I've been called by Jason Boring. Actually, it's Coach Cole coming to you with tonight's program of Sports Frenzy, and we are recording for all our classrooms, and we're also going out live on Facebook Live tonight, the return of the live show. Turn the Thursday night live show. We've been gone for a while. Not been shooting any live stuff because of time constraints and me hanging out with all my other family at the Hope Center with the Hope Hoopsters. So just been just now trying this again. We'll see what happens. It's our first live show again in a long time here, and we are starting off with it's still season 9, but we are on episode 28, and a few things have changed since we've been live in a while. One of those things being that I got new glasses. Yes, it looks and feels a little different, but I for no reason or other went with plastic frames again. I haven't had plastic frames in years, but I decided to try something different for a change. But yeah, it's been a busy, I always say this because it always is, it's been a busy few weeks as usual, and we're getting back to getting things back, and man, has there been a lot going on. And let's see, Facebook Live. Hey Katie, how's it going? Joining us live on the Facebook page right now. We always like to see people join us on there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the show. But it's been a few weeks since we've been back. We had a little break, a little hiatus for spring break, or some people did. I actually came into work for a few days to make up some of our snow days. But I did get some work done for the Frenzy Sheets. But man, there are some big things happening in Sports Frenzy right now. Well, not necessarily Sports Frenzy, sports in general. One being that the football league that I was hyping up and loving, Alliance Football, is done. It went away. Yeah, we did. They did 8 weeks. They made it for 8 weeks. And from there, they went to. I had week 10 games on because in week 9 we were off. I had week 10 games all set up for the show, and lo and behold, in the middle of the week, I think it was a Tuesday, it was announced that the new owner apparently, because they switched hands, decided to end everything before the season was over. So really, really bummed about that, and it is a messy situation right now, folks. It was very sad to watch the videos of the teams ending things, and oh hey, I got a comment here. Yeah, I wore that especially, Katie. I wore that for you guys over there at Hope. Let you know I'm thinking of all of you still. So, lots of good memories and more memories to come. And appreciate being you guys inviting me back with open arms. So that was really cool. Anyway, with Alliance Football, they just abruptly went under. They had 3 weeks left. They were going to do 4 weeks left. They were going to do 2 more weeks of regular season games, and they had a playoff game, and then they were going to have their championship game. Well, apparently the new owner didn't think there was enough income coming in. I don't know the whole story behind everything. There's still a lot of mix-up with all this going on. There's people suing the defunct league now. It's a big, big mess. I'm terribly disappointed in this because I really enjoyed this league. I thought it was great there was a lot of just team effort, teamwork, and all these guys, and it was just, I don't know, it was pure football than what I've been seeing in the NFL. So I'm sad it's gone. Everybody is hyping up the XFL now, thinking it's going to be big. I just hope it works. That's my big thing. I hope the XFL is able to make it because Alliance football is pretty cool, and it's done. I do feel like March Madness may have hurt the Football League a bit. I mean, it's like I stated before. I love football, but I'm going to catch as much March Madness. It's like the prime of the prime basketball games this year. So, I mean, or any year really. And most you just want to see those games because it's like one and done, and every team plays really hard. So, I think March Madness is going to hamper any league that comes in really, as far as that goes. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the XFL when it starts up. Hopefully they'll be able to get something going. But yeah, so we have crowned a new NCAA basketball champion this season, and it was one heck of a game. We had Virginia taking on Texas Tech. Texas Tech, true Cinderella this year. So congratulations goes out to Virginia, who won it all. And wow, some good games this season. So very awesome NCAA basketball season. Now we're getting into the part where it's of course baseball season is full effect. We'll be getting into some baseball games here soon. We got baseball on our schedule this week. Starting off with baseball, we've got some lacrosse action. We've got softball. Yes, I even got softball on here for you guys. I try to get the ladies' teams on here whenever I can, so that's what we've done. We've got softball on here this week, too, covering some of our colleges, so looking forward to that. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this week's action for you guys. I think I've touched base on a little bit of all the early stuff I wanted to talk about. I'm not sure. I might end up shooting a recap show sometime during the week. I can't do Sunday night because I won't have the Pistons. I have playoff. I had to wait to get things out today because there's basketball playoff action, NBA basketball playoff action. So I might try and do a recap show because there will be no show next week because next Friday is Good Friday, and we won't be working, and nobody will be around for that. So we won't have an actual show again until the following week, which I believe is the 26th already, believe it or not. All right, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into this week's start of the show. Season 9, Episode 28. Can't believe we're up to 28 episodes. Actually, gosh, I can't believe how fast this year's going. The season's going to be winding down here before soon. But let's get into our picks. Get into action. We're starting off tonight with NCAA, or college basketball, college basketball. I always screw that up. College baseball. Starting off with the Kelvin Knights. The Kelvin Knights have 9 wins and 13 losses. Just so everybody knows, you guys in the live land, well, everybody pretty much knows, but so we're doing a live show Thursday night, of course, shooting a show for all the rest of the Sports Frenzy Nation for Friday. So, as I always say, these games might be off by 1 because I don't have Thursday night. If they're playing tonight, these teams, I don't have any of their stuff on here. So, with that being said, we're going into our first college baseball game. And hey, Travis, welcome to the show, buddy. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. Appreciate all my brothers and sisters checking out the show. It means a lot to me. Anyway, our first game tonight, we have the Kelvin Knights. The Kelvin Knights have 9 wins and 13 losses. They are traveling to and going to be playing the Adrian Bulldogs. They have 16 wins and 4 losses. All my Adrian people, let me hear it for the Adrian Bulldogs. I can't hear you. A little bit louder. There we go. That's better. This game, first pitch is Saturday. This is a Saturday game at 1 p.m. It is in Adrian, so you can go out and watch it. I don't know how much tickets are to get into baseball games. I haven't been to any of the games yet. But it's not a televised game. You can't watch it on TV. You have to go out and watch the game. Also, always things to remember about our baseball games and all our games on Sports Frenzy for that matter. You have to be prepared for cancellations due to weather. A lot of these games are weather permitting, especially this time of the year. You never know. We could still get, God forbid it, I wouldn't want it, we could still get snow. Anyway, with that being said, I'm giving the victory to the Adrian Bulldogs. Our next game, you guessed it, it is Siena Heights. Siena Heights boys. Siena Heights boys have 16 wins, 14 losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against Cornerstone Eagles. The Cornerstone Eagles have 13 wins and 19 losses. First pitch for this game. This is a Friday game at 1 p.m. And this is game 1 of 2. They're planning on playing 2 games that day. Again, this is not a televised game. And again, I have to mention, could be delayed or canceled due to weather. So stay tuned for this one. But I am going with Siena Heights for the victory. Next up, we have the team down below, Valley Fighting Scots. They have 6 wins and 23 losses. Yeah, you see how I did that there, being a Michigan fan? We don't mention that place down below. The name's in there anyway, but we don't say it. The team down below, Valley Fighting Scots. They have 6 wins and 23 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against Coach Gordy and his son's team. That's right, I'm talking about the Hillsdale Chargers. The Hillsdale Chargers have been struggling a little bit, but have got some wins under their belt as of lately. They have, as of the filming of the show, 12 wins and 19 losses. This is a Friday game as well. Also at 1 p.m. And this is a game 1 of 2, not a televised game. But you may not be able to go to the first game if you're working. You might be able to make it out to the second game because it's in Hillsdale this week. So Hillsdale Chargers at home, and they've done recently done some work out there on their field. So go out and support the Chargers and check out what renovations they've made out there. You guys know who I got. Coach Gordy and the boys. Go Chargers! Next up, you guys are going to love this one. And those at home who haven't heard me in a while, you get to hear it for the first time live in a long time. Because, yes, here we go. It's our first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. And that's the part in the show where everybody's like, oh my gosh, we're done. We're out of here. All right. This is also a rivalry game. We have that team from down below that nobody cares about. And nobody cares about their record either. We could care less about this team. There's only one reason they're even on here, and one reason only, and that is because they are playing the world's greatest college team. I'm talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue! Go Blue! Hail to the victors! Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! The boys in blue have 23 wins and 9 losses. And if you really care about the other team's record, it's on there in teeny tiny print, just for those who might have an interest in it, which shouldn't be anybody. Again, this is a rivalry game. First pitch for this game, it's a Friday night game, 6:35 p.m., and you can watch it on BTN Plus. If you have BTN Plus, you are in luck. They will be having this game on. I think you guys already know who I got. That's right. Go Blue! Go Blue! Go, go, go Blue! I mean, the show is basically a Go Blue Michigan show. It has been from the very get-go. When we started this show so many years ago, it was 2 Michigan fans that started it. Then it turned into 3 Michigan fans who ran it for a long time. And now we're down to 1 Michigan fan, but that's beside the point. Go Blue! All right, as I do every week on the show, this week, Coach Cole has lemonade as his drink. They don't sponsor the show, but I wish they would. I'm a lemonade man. If anybody wants to sponsor the show lemonade-wise, I will drink your product on the show. I drink lots of lemonade. Just throwing that out there. And go Blue. All right, next up, we have... I still got to patent this. Patent pending, I should say. That way nobody steals it from me. The East Lansing Burning Couches, they have a horrible record this year. And I'm talking horrible at this point. They have 8 wins and 22 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against Rutgers. Rutgers has 10 wins and 19 losses. First pitch for this game is at 2 p.m., and it is not a televised game. I put this game on there for the East Lansing Burning Couches fans, or else it wouldn't be on here. I try to stay kind of fair. I'm not going to be 100% supportive of you guys, but I try to give you a little bit of love anyway. Even though you don't love us Michigan fans at all. Anyway, I've got Rutgers for the victory. I know that. Next up, your final men's college baseball game this week that we have for you this week on the show. We have Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois has 10 wins and 22 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Western Michigan. Western Michigan has struggling this season. They have 9 wins and 20 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday at 2:05 p.m. And it's not a televised game either. Again, these games are also all, I can't stress that enough, weather permitting. I'm going to go Western Michigan for the victory. All right, next up, we're moving into MLB baseball action. That's right. Spring games have been done. We are on a roll, and surprisingly enough, the Detroit Tigers not doing so bad right now. However, I do know because they played an early game today. So listen up because this is a change for your current records, and I'll get to that right now. The Detroit Tigers, they have 8 wins, and now it's 5 losses. 8 wins and 5 losses. The Tigers are on the road for this game. They are playing the Minnesota Twins. The Twins have 6 wins and 4 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 8:10. It's kind of a different time. 8:10 is first pitch. And you can watch this on FSD. You guys know I'm going with the Detroit Tigers for the victory. And next up, I put the Philadelphia Phillies on here. They have 7 wins and 4 losses. I know some of you are kind of probably thinking, why do you have the Philadelphia Phillies on there? Well, I'll tell you why I have the Philadelphia Phillies on here. I kind of follow the Phillies because my great Aunt Millie and my grandma, who have both passed on, used to go to the Philadelphia Phillies games. And when I was younger, much younger and foolish, because I should have kept this ball, I wish I had of, they actually caught 2 or 3 of the balls at the ball game. And they would give them to me. Well, you know, being young and silly, I took them outdoors and used them and played with them, you know. And, so I probably had, I had balls hit by famous Phillies, probably of the 80s. But I still follow the Phillies because of my love for my great Aunt Millie and my grandma. And I've been to Philly a couple times to go see them, so I have a little bit of knowledge about very, very little these days. It was a long, long time ago when I was a kid. But they're on the road this week. They're not even at home. They are playing the Miami Marlins, who apparently are pretty terrible this year. The Miami Marlins only have 3 wins and 9 losses. That's how terrible they are. First pitch for this game is Friday at 7:10 p.m., and it's not a locally televised game, so you would have to have the MLB League Pass to watch the games. You could get the MLB app and pay for the radio stations. You could listen to them play. Through local radio. Because on the MLB app, you pay, I think it's $3 a month, and you have access to every audio radio station that carries the games. With that being said, I've got the Philadelphia Phillies for the victory. Man, we got close ones this week. But here we go. Dun 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 dun. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. And wow, what a time to join the show. Hello, Roger Schoonover. Because this one is just for you, buddy. It's our second 3-point bonus game this week. And it features the Milwaukee Brewers. They have 8 wins and 5 losses. They are on the road. They are traveling to and playing against Rogers LA Dodgers. The Dodgers also have currently 8 wins and 5 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday at 10:10 p.m. This is not a local televised game, unfortunately. But as I was telling people, Roger, if you have the MLB app on your phone, $3 a month, you can listen to the game. But I think sometimes Roger Schoonover has ways that he can actually watch the game. With that being said, in your second 3-point bonus game, I, of course, have got Rogers LA Dodgers for the victory. I was just getting ready. Roger commenting on the Facebook Live page, which you can do, and that allows me to see what you guys are talking about. Roger said the Blue Crew will stomp, of course. And I was getting ready to ask you, Roger, how you're feeling about your Dodgers this season. And yes, I do believe the Dodgers will win this game easily. All right, I got some pretty cool minor league Tigers baseball action for you guys tonight. Going with what I did is I broke down a lot of their affiliate teams. I thought it'd be kind of cool if we followed their affiliate teams this year, see how they do, because a lot of these guys could be up and coming Detroit Tigers. So starting with AAA Detroit Tiger action, we have the very close to us Toledo Mud Hens. The Mud Hens have started off their season with 3 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to. They're on the road this week, though. Even though they've made some major improvements to their fields this year. They added a new scoreboard and monitor screen out there, so things are picking up for the Mud Hens. But they're on the road for this game. They're traveling to Norfolk to play the Norfolk Tides. And I didn't even bother to look up and see who these other teams are affiliated with. I didn't really think that mattered much. But they have 1 win and 6 losses. This first pitch for this game is 7:05 p.m. and it is on the MILB network. Now, what that means is that's like a pay-per-view that you can get on your computer. They offer different prices, so you can. I think you can pay for just a game, or you can pay for a season pass for just the team you want to watch, or a season pass in general that allows you to watch every MILB game. Or if you're not big on doing that, say you're out and about doing stuff, or you just, you might have something on your TV. Maybe you're watching another game on TV. Maybe the Tigers are on, you don't want to listen to it. You can get the MILB app on your phone. That one is completely free. They don't charge you anything to listen to those games. You can go on there, find the team you like, and you can connect with the team that you want to listen to, and you can listen to the games. I streamed a lot of the who did I stream last year? Oh, West Michigan Whitecap games. I like to listen to see how they were doing. So we have them on here this week as well too. Anyway, with that being said, one more time because I kind of rambled a little bit on that one. The Toledo Mud Hens have 3 wins and 3 losses so far, and they're traveling to Norfolk, who has 1 win and 6 losses. As you guys can see, I'm wearing my Toledo Mud Hens hat tonight. You guys know I've got the Mud Hens for the victory. We're moving into Detroit Tigers affiliated teams. This is Double A, moving into Double A action, and we have a little team known as the. Makes you you're kind of like, wow, how that's kind of way different from anything, but they are the Erie Seawolves. The Erie Seawolves are off to a pretty good start. They have 4 wins and 2 losses, but they are on the road this week as well, and they are playing the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, who have 2 wins and 2 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday at 7:05 p.m. And again, you can pay to watch this on the MILB network, or you can listen to it on the MILB app. And I think you can get the app also on your computer. Or a tablet. It doesn't have to be just on your phone. I just have my phone with me all the time, so I have a lot of stuff on my phone because I do keep track of all this stuff for Sports Frenzy. So I'm going to go with the Detroit Tigers affiliated team. I've got the Erie Seawolves. I don't see. Got to keep hopeful for those future Tiger hopefuls there. All right, moving into Class A Advanced. This is also a Detroit Tigers affiliated team. This is kind of funny logo, but it's kind of cool at the same time. We have the Lakeland Flying Tigers. That's right, the Flying Tigers. They have 4 wins and 3 losses. And they are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against this very strangely named Jupiter Hammerheads. The Jupiter Hammerheads, they have 2 wins and 5 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday, 6:30 p.m. This is not a televised game, and these guys must be too low on the minor league status right now. They're not even you can't even watch them on the page or on the MILB network. They weren't even on there. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm going with the Lakeland Flying Tigers. And eventually I think I'm going to have to get me all the affiliated Tigers gear, I think. When I have this little thing called money. All right, in our last minor league baseball game this week, we have a game that might perk up Roger Schoonover's ears. The West Michigan Whitecaps are the Class A Detroit Tigers affiliated team. And they have 4 wins and 3 losses. But they are traveling on the road this week to play a certain team that Roger Schoonover might recognize. We're talking about those Great Lake Loons. Can anybody tell me who the Great Lake Loons are affiliated with? That's right. The Great Lake Loons are affiliated with Rogers Dodgers. They are one of the minor league teams that Rogers said that eventually him and I are going to take a road trip to go see. Anyway, they have 3 wins and 4 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 6:35 p.m. And you can watch this on the MILB network pay-per-view thing. And on your computer, tablet, smartphone, Android phone, whatever you decide to use, you can stream. But again, it's a price. You have to look at package deal. I mean, I still think these deals are probably cheaper than getting like the MLB network games. They offer you different what they call tier prices, so you can look at that and check it out if you're interested. Or again, like I said, you can get the MILB app and listen to the games for free, maybe while you're watching another baseball game on TV. With that being said, I'm going with the West Michigan Whitecaps. Sorry, Schoonover. Got to support the Detroit team on that one. All right, you guys. We also have softball action for you guys. That's right. College softball action. And we have some teams. It may sound like repeats, but these, you got to remember, are the girls' softball teams. Our first game is Hope College. Don't be confused with our Love Hope Center. This is Hope College, not the Hope Center. Hope College has 15 wins and 7 losses. They are traveling to and playing against, that's right, your Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 15 wins and 13 losses. This first pitch for this game is Saturday at 1 p.m. and this is game 1 of 2. There's 2 games being played that day. Not a televised game, but it's right here in Adrian. So if the weather permitting and this game goes on, get out there and go watch some baseball or softball. Sorry, and baseball. Get out there and catch some games. I saw a shirt that I wanted to get recently. Of course, there's lots of shirts that I see that are cool. But this particular one was a Michigan softball shirt, and it said it showed a picture on the back, and it says, "Yes, I do throw like a girl." Any of you guys, anybody out there who watches softball, you think the way they pitch is any less, then go ahead and I dare you to stand out there and just let them pitch one right at you. No bat, no nothing. Just let them pitch to you. Take one to the chest and see. You tell me that that a girl can't throw a quick, fast ball. With that being said, I've got to go with Adrian College for the victory. Continuing on with softball action. We have Rochester. Rochester has 12 wins and 10 losses. And they are on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against Siena Heights. Siena Heights having a great start to their season. They have 25 wins and 9 losses. First pitch for this game is Saturday at 1 p.m., and this is game 1 of 2. Not a televised game either, but they're home, so go out there and watch them play. Weather permitting, again, softball games are the same as baseball games. Most of these games are local games. It's Michigan. Who knows what the weather's going to be like here in Michigan. So you can, again, weather permitting on these games. And this could affect our scoring ratio this week, too. I'll cross that bridge if I have to. We'll see what happens. But anyway, this is game 1 of 2. There are 2 games that night. Although they might even just get 1 game in. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see. With that being said, I am going with Siena Heights for the victory. Our last softball game this week. We have Saginaw Valley State. They have 15 wins and 15 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale Chargers. Hillsdale has 15 wins and 16 losses. First pitch for this game is 3 p.m. Friday, and this is game 1 of 2. And it's not a televised game either, but it is in Hillsdale. So if you're looking to catch a game, cruise out to Hillsdale and check out the softball team. I've got to go with Hillsdale for the victory. Next up, we're still covering some lacrosse action. College lacrosse action. And our first game is right here in Adrian. We have the Trine Thunder. They have 5 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against a struggling Adrian Bulldogs team. Disappointing to hear this. They have 3 wins and 6 losses this year. The ball drops for this game at 4 p.m. Saturday. It's not a televised game, but it is here in Adrian. So, I don't know if they charge for lacrosse games or not. So, I don't know if there's a charge for that. But 4 p.m. Saturday. Whether I don't know if I think they play in most of the elements actually, so this game should go on. I know Trine's got the better record, but I'm loyal to Adrian, so I'm going to go. Adrian sneaks in there and gets a victory. Next up, we have Penn State. Penn State has 9 wins and 1 loss. This is also college lacrosse, men's lacrosse. Both these games are men's lacrosse games. We have Penn State. Penn State has 9 wins and 1 loss. And they are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest college. I'm talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. That's right. Go blue. Go blue. Go, go, go blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue. Now, here's the problem. The Michigan lacrosse team is struggling this year as well. They have 3 wins and 7 losses. Ouch. The ball drops for this game at 12 p.m. Saturday. You can watch this game on BTN to go. Which I guess I made sure I made a note in there. BTN to go, I believe, is a pay-per-view channel. Boo. Bummer. With that being said, no matter what, win, lose, draw, whatever happens in Michigan land, I bleed blue forever. I've got the boys in blue. Go blue! All right, guys, have you been taking in NBA action this season? I have actually, can honestly say, I've not followed a lot of NBA action. It's been, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of today's NBA either, to be honest. But it is playoff time. Yes, as of last night. As of Wednesday night, I should say, because you guys are watching this, be watching this Friday live show, seeing it Thursday. As of Wednesday night, the league wrapped up their final regular season games. And now we have your playoffs rounds. I have chosen just a few teams this week for to talk about on here. Before I get into these picks, let's go over. We'll go over who's in and who's out for you guys. For those who don't know, this is one of my Kindle Fires. It's a Amazon run tablet. I use this. It was reasonably priced for me in the payment plan to be able to get this. Does almost everything every other tablet does. So if you want a reasonably priced tablet that's not bad, Amazon has these various different prices and sizes. This is my smaller one. All right, looking at the playoff pictures in the first round. We have the Nets and the 76ers. You can watch that game Saturday. Starts at 2:30. You can watch that on ESPN. We have the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. That's a Saturday game as well, 5 p.m., and you can watch that on ESPN. We have the Thunder, or Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Portland Trailblazers. This is a Sunday game at 3:30 p.m., and you can watch that on ABC. Then we have the Utah Jazz and the Houston Rockets. This is going to be a late game Sunday, 9:30 p.m. on TNT. This is all first round action. All right, and then we have the games that I'm about to call off on our sheets. And we're going to start off in the Eastern Conference round 1 games. We have the number 4 seeded, one of my favorite teams, the Boston Celtics. They have 49 wins and 33 losses. And in this first game, they will be playing the number 5 seeded Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have 47 wins and 34 losses. Tip-off for this game is 1 p.m. on Sunday. And that will be on TNT. With that being said, you guys know who I got. I got the Boston Celtics. And your other Eastern Conference round 1 game, we have the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks. They have 60 wins and 21 losses. And they are playing against, and this is a typo on my part, I'm sorry about that. They are traveling, or they are playing against the, it's not number 6 seeded, they are the number 8 seeded Detroit Pistons. Or we should say, Detroit Basketball! And Jamie Rose is joining the show. And yes, Jamie Rose, I do have new glasses. There you go, pal. I went with plastic frames this time around. For those joining the show late, Jamie Rose, former co-host of the show, weighing in and saying, "Hey, Coach Cole's got new glasses," and we did address that. Anyway, back to our game again. We have the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks, 60 wins and 21 losses, and they are playing against the number 8 seeded Detroit Pistons, who have 40 wins and 41 losses. That's right, it's Detroit Basketball. And sadly, I'm sorry, they made it by the skin of their teeth. And you're playing the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks. You had a hard enough time getting past on Wednesday night a depleted Grizzlies team, I think it was. I see no chance of the Pistons moving on. But hey, they can say they made it to the playoffs. That's what they wanted to say this year. Return to the playoffs. Going to get our butts stomped, but return to the playoffs. I've got the Milwaukee Bucks for the victory. I know some people out there are booing me and going, "No allegiance to anyone." Well, what can I say? Boston Celtics, man. Larry Bird's my guy. Always has been, always will be. I like the Pistons. Don't get me wrong. I got Pistons gear, but they're playing a number 1 seeded team, and this isn't like, you're not going to see a Cinderella team like you do in college basketball. All right, moving on to the Western Conference round 1. We have the number 1 seeded Golden State Warriors. They have 57 wins. Oh, I forgot to mention, these are regular season records. Going into the playoffs, they don't have any records under their labels there. So I'm giving you what what I currently know as their records going into the playoffs. So as of the season finale for the Warriors, they have 57 wins, 24 losses. They are playing the number 8 seeded, the other LA team that Roger says does not exist, the LA Clippers. They have 47 wins and 34 losses. Again, not really going to see an 8th seed doing too much. I've got to go with the Golden State Warriors for the victory. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it. I may not have mentioned it for the Pistons game. Pistons game is at 7 p.m. Sunday on TNT. So that's a later game than I normally have on the sheets, but it's playoff action, so we went with it. Golden State game, the game we are currently talking about, tips off at 8 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch that on regular O ABC. Your last Western Conference Round 1 game that we have on the sheets this week. We have the number 2 seeded Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets have 53 wins and 28 losses. And they are playing against the 7th seeded San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have 47 wins and 34 losses. Talking with Jason Boring, he feels confident that this is a winnable game for the San Antonio Spurs. And tip off for this game is at 10:30 Saturday on ESPN. So talking with Jason Bourne, he feels like the Spurs could win this one. And so I think I will go with the San Antonio Spurs. All right, and we have our final game. We have minor league hockey action for you guys. Playoff hockey action, to be exact. I believe this is for the Calder Cup. This is round 1. And we have the 36 wins and 26 losses, the Fort Wayne Komets. And they are traveling to and playing against your Toledo Walleye. And the Walleye have 40 wins and 23 losses in their regular season. The puck drops for this game at 7:35 p.m. Friday. I do believe there are still tickets available for this. I don't know how much playoff action tickets are, but this is in Toledo. Or you can watch it on the ECHL.com/TV, which is a pay-per-view channel, and they have different levels. You can purchase a game or you can purchase a season. At this time, it wouldn't be smart to purchase a season. You'd probably be purchasing. They might have a playoff package you can do. I haven't been on there to check it out yet, so I'm not sure. But you definitely don't want to pay for a season pass when the season's already over. You can also pay per game. That's another thing you can do. With that being said, I've got the Toledo Walleye making a run for the cup once again. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit of NASCAR action. This week's race is a Saturday race. It is the Toyota Owners 400, and it is at Richmond Raceway. And the race starts at 7:30 p.m. and you can watch it on good old regular Fox TV. With that being said, let me see if I can get the current NASCAR standings for you guys. All right, so currently, current at the moment, as of the recording of this show and our live show, Kyle Busch is in first place. My driver, Kyle Busch, with 361 points. Danny Hamlin's in second place with 334 points. Joey Logano, another one of the drivers I like, in third place with 326 points. Kevin Harvick in fourth place with 301 points. Brad Keselowski in fifth place with 271 points. Ryan Blaney in sixth place with 265 points. Martin Truex Jr. in seventh place with 254 points. Kurt Busch, the other Busch brother, in eighth place with 253 points. Guy, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. I'm going to butcher this big time, and I don't even know what his first name is. A. Alamirola. He has 246 points and is currently in ninth place. And Chase Elliott is in 10th place with 265 points. Whoops, I'm sorry. 245 points. All right. With that being said, that is all the actual games we have on the schedule this week. Let's go. We're going to go over to the Facebook Sports Frenzy page and check out the current news that is on the page. You guys can check out all our news and information also on the Sports Frenzy page. If you're not a member yet, all you got to do is go to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page, request to be on there, and I get on it as quickly as I can to get members on there. If you don't want to follow us there, we are also on Twitter at SportsFrenzy1. And if you just want to watch the videos again and you don't want to mess with the Facebook page or anything, we also have the YouTube page, which is Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1. And that's how you can find us there and just watch the videos if you want to. All right, so we're going to jump over to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page and just give you a few tidbits of what's been going on this week. So with the Alliance Football League dissolving, I already talked about this a little bit. There are several lawsuits being placed. Some for breach of contracts. So just a little bit of everything going on with that. You can read more about that article on our Facebook page. Posted by our very own Roger Schoonover. The 2020 All-Star Game is coming to Dodger Stadium. Baseball game will be coming to Dodger Stadium in 2020. The Tigers have released Mud Hens pitcher Paul Volcker. He has been part of our system since 2014, so he has been released. Jacoby Jones has been reinstated from the injured list. This information comes to us per the Detroit Tigers minor league tracker. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the Detroit Tigers minor league tracker, it's a Facebook page. They also have a Patreon site, I think it's called. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But this guy is on top of everything minor league Tiger-wise. And you can go and support him on the Patreon site. And he does drawings and gets stuff for gives away a lot of cool stuff to people who support his group. I actually am a supporter, and I got some very cool autographed cards from him not too long ago. But yeah, he has a lot of great information. Every time he posts something on his page, I try to repost it to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page because there's a lot of great information there. So if you don't follow him, either check it out on our page or go to their page and check it out. But Jacoby Jones has been reinstated from the injured list, and Mikey Matuk has been designated for assignment. And that means any teams can claim him off waivers. If nobody claims him, the Tigers can bring him back on a minor league deal. So lots of movements going on. It is the end of Dirk Nowitzki. He is He is officially retiring from the NBA. Sad to see. He's one of the classics that still got it in the game. Detroit Red Wings news. The Detroit Red Wings will draft 6th in the 2019 NHL Draft. Big breaking news the other night. Magic Johnson has stepped down from his Laker duties. He's just fed up with everything, and he wants to go back to, this is according to him, he didn't say he was fed up with stuff, but there was some stuff he was fed up and frustrated with. He wants to go back to mentoring and helping teach people, and he couldn't do that under his current position. So, good luck in your future, Magic. So, somewhat bad news for Michigan basketball fans. As you know, 3 of our top stars, Charles Matthews, Jordan Poole, and Iggy, have all declared for early entry into the NBA draft. So we will miss you guys, but hopefully you get what you're looking for. All right, well, we are about an hour and 10 minutes into our show, so I think that's enough information for now. Always stay tuned to the Facebook page and our Twitter feeds, for we try to break news as quickly as we can when breaking news occurs. And you know what? You as the nation are wonderful about posting things to the page too and helping out that way. So, whenever I don't get to it, I see sometimes other people post information for me. So very, very, very cool. The network support out there for Sports Frenzy is amazing and awesome, and I love it. I thank you, everybody, for your continued love and support and help. You make this show what it is. I couldn't do it without you guys. The nation would not exist without its members. I'm the coach. Get out there and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some games, sports, family, whatever you like to do. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll see you again. I'm going to try and do a recap show, but we'll see you again for a full show in a couple weeks. Take care, everybody, and have a great one. I'm the coach, and I'm out of here.